Before I proceed with this video, I understand it might be a little bit too long for some of you. So if you could just scroll down, take a look at the description, you will see how provided chapters. Take, for example, if you only care about all the collection continuations, or maybe, for example, you only care about all the weapons and tool skins, if you truly wish to skip ahead, just scroll down, take a look, everything's provided to you, you're more than welcome to skip ahead if you want to. And so with that, good day, Rusk enjoyers. Hope you're doing alright, because it's time for Rust Workshop skin checks. We've got a lot of skins this week, 120. And at some point, probably at some point over the course of this weekend, we're going to see the Christmas announcement and, well, all the skin creators are going to start working on brand new Christmas skins. 2 weeks of Christmas this year wouldn't surprise me. I only got 2 weeks of Halloween, so yeah. But of course, we also have a Christmas Rust store quite literally on Christmas, the 25th of December. We'll see how that turns out. Anyway, let's focus right now. So of course we have plenty of skins to go through, and by all means, you just probably want to, look at the actual collection itself. You're more than welcome to do so. Look in the description at the very top, the link to the Rust Workshop skin checks on November 11, 2025. It's right there. You're more than welcome to go through the list yourself. Look at all those lovely looking skins, and of course lots of collection continuations. But of course, if you want to listen to the dulcet tones of Mr. Hedge as he yaps away, talking about all the skins, and of course pointing out all the collection continuations, sit back and relax. Let's get started. Let's start talking about deployables. Now, first of all, we immediately have a collection continuation. This is the representative of the many skins we're about to take a look at today. Produced by Mr. Diaz, we have another Iceberg skin, an Iceberg chair. Don't see that many chair skins being accepted, do we? No, not really. Initially, when they first became skinnable, we got quite a lot of them, and then since then, meh. So we'll talk about that in a bit, don't you worry. But of course, with every single skin that we're going to take a look at today, always consider voting yes or no. But please also consider it doesn't actually affect whether a skin's going to be accepted. If you like it, show it. Let the skin creator know, because they're the only ones that can see, basically. Gives them a good idea if you want to see more. I'm sure you understand. But if you really want to get your word across, consider offering a nice little comment. Every little helps, just saying something straightforward or just something a little bit nice. It really does go a long way. Keeps those skin creators nice and motivated to keep wanting to put out nice creative designs in the future. But if you really don't happen to like a skin, but you know exactly why not offer some constructive feedback? Be nice, concise, and straight to the point. Try and help them out, and you never know. Maybe the skin isn't accepted, but they'll look at your feedback, consider it, incorporate it into a brand new version. Maybe that gets accepted in the future. Totally up to you. So, of course, this is the Iceberg chair. We recently saw a bed skin being accepted. Could we potentially see that bed spike in price if this were to be accepted? Now, just to quickly point out, yes, it does glow in the dark. As you'll notice, not super bright, quite vague, okay? So, much like what we saw the Iceberg bed, let's go over to here, let's go search for it. Iceberg, can we find it? Hopefully. There we go. Now, of course, we've had quite a lot of bed skins being accepted. Funnily enough, I'm the highest set. Oh, wow. Only 16 on top. Anyway, it has dropped off a little bit. Sold for $2.49, but as we get closer and closer to Christmas time, could a nice ice theme skin be appreciated, or are we going to just constantly see more and more bed skins being accepted? That might be a bit of a problem, but again, the chair being accepted and many, potentially many more skins behind it could very likely give it a nice boost. We could end up with a pretty interesting ice-cold deployable collection. So, to be honest with you, I'm not too but how do I say this? I'm not super confident it's just going to go crazy. Again, it did sell quite a lot. But if we could just look at the listings just to be a little bit more secure. Only 65, not too bad. But how far away is it from returning to its Rust store price, which was $2.49? To be honest with you, it's not that bad. It's just, there's that one person with 27. Not too bad, really. I think couldn't hurt. Again, try and pick one up with a barger, I guess. But if we do see the chair being accepted, that very likely will just be cleaned out. So, again, cleaned out up to $2.49 basically. So if you feel interested, jump on. Yeah, not looking too bad. So, okay, cool. Fair enough. That was the representative of the many skins we're going to take a look at today. So by all means, consider voting yes or no if you happen to like it, and consider doing it with every other skin we see today. In terms of, do I think it's a huge, insane potential investment? I've already bought a few of a buy order. I think I'm quite alright. But if you want to jump in, you're more than welcome to do so. You're very likely to be able to pick up fuel for a cheaper price. Now, when I asked for a deployable collection, he has made the fridge, he has made the small box. Where's the table? I said chair and table, Mr. Diaz, so we'll see. Alright, best of luck to him. Right then, let's now go through the rest of the skins. To my surprise, we see a spinning wheel again. I showed it off in my special little preview video. Unfortunately, last night I wasn't feeling very well, so I didn't stream. Still posted it though. Looks nice. A very fun idea for a, of course, spinning wheel skin. But we've only had the dartboard as of recent. We've had some pretty cool looking spinning wheel skins being produced, but none of them have been accepted, except the dartboard, so we'll see what happens next. Best of luck to Gunya. It's a perfectly fine looking style. And of course, we have tons of bed skins. Basically, for the past 2 weeks, we've seen like 17 skins in total. In comparison, we really haven't seen that many handmade LMG skins. I'm not surprised to see that more bed skins are being accepted compared to the handmade LMG. Of course, with the November 4 Swipe Rust store, 1 No Mercy handmade LMG, but 2 bed skins, so, alright, well, fair enough. As you can see over to here, Cheese of Dreams. Yes, it's a very cute little design produced by Sky Noise. The pillow is a little mouse. So, alright, best of luck to you. Over to here, the air mattress, there's 2 versions. Very funny. Have you ever slept on one of these? If it happens to have like a hole in it, you will be sleeping on the floor by the morning. How would I know? Well, so yeah, a very fun, goofy idea produced by Corey. Let's see if that potentially is going to be accepted. Best of luck to you, sir. And over to here, we have the Comfort Module Bed with transparency and glow. Produced by Cubist, a perfectly fine, sleek design. It really does look like it'll keep you nice and comfy. So best of luck to you, good sir. And then over to here, I've seen it in game. It's a very weird one. Mr. 38, I don't know what you're doing, but I have... What made you think of doing this? It's not Halloween anymore. It's weird. It's scary. It's like fully transparent. I mean, best of luck, but I don't think that's going to be allowed. Consider making a non-transparent version. It probably would give you a much better chance. If you don't know what I'm talking about, consider looking at my short videos right now. I've already uploaded a video showcasing all the various bed skins from the past 2 weeks. Best of luck to you. Over to here, that is a collection continuation. That is the tempered bed, and it does happen to glow ever so nicely. Showed it off in my special preview video, and well, I think a lot of people might like that. So let's return to the tempered collection. You know, one of the largest collections we have in Rust, because it's been, well, been seeing skins been accepted since 2016. So let's go over to here, tempered, a fairly old collection, lots of skins being accepted. But the problem is it's not like perfectly secure. What do you mean, Hedge? Oh, you see, oh no, I can't remember which one's the one. There's so many, I can't find it. Is it this one? I'm sure it's this one. There you go. Yep. So we have 31 skins in total. We're questioning, could a bed skin potentially have a massive impact on anything here? Well, more specifically, I'm going to talk about the deployables. The sheet metal door, the garage door, the large box, the small box, the sheet metal double door, and the armoured door. I think they'll greatly appreciate the arrival of the bed. And could we potentially see some more deployable skins? What would you like to see? I reckon a tempered fridge wouldn't be out of the question. I think people probably would jump onto that. Maybe. We'll see. But yeah, I think just the deployables. And they're already up in price, which might be a bit of a concern. Sheet metal door, I have seen you much higher in price before. Let's just quickly point out. So in the past, you have been dropping off. But yeah, like, you were peaking up to a very nice price in the past when we initially saw like the collection continuations and all that. But you're slowly trending downwards. Yeah, you went down. Yeah, I probably would maybe avoid that. Already kind of expensive, so yeah. Maybe the large box. I have seen that quite high in price in the past as well. Looking fairly stable, but again, slowly trending downwards. Maybe it's just best you avoid it then. Alright, well, fair enough then. Regardless, if you happen to like it, consider showing support. Best of luck to Milho Free Turn Sakadis Milias, and let's see if that's going to be accepted. And over to there, we have the All-Seeing Eye bed. I said that very weirdly, I'm so sorry. Over to there, alright. Yes, this is another glow-in-the-dark design. Stands out very nicely, very brightly at night time. So yes, we recently saw a sheet metal door and a garage door, and well, that's it so far, isn't it? All-Seeing Eye. Does it turn up? If I dash, is it going to appear? There you go, thank you very much. And lo and behold, it's not looking pretty. But I'm not surprised by that. I saw this exact same behaviour with the Nuke Vibe collection. Yep, we had a garage door and a sheet metal door, and after a while, and look what happens here. So, yeah. Could the potential bed skin cause both of those to spike command, spike in price? I don't think so, I'm sorry to say. Yeah. Sheet metal doors in general, garage doors in general, there's just far too many options and they're just struggling. And I'm kind of worried that we're going to see the same thing with beds. Far too many submissions as of recent, and if we keep seeing them being submitted constantly, we're going to see tons of them being accepted. Look what happened to backpacks. Literally a year ago, it first became skinnable, 365 days later, 39 acceptances. Yeah, that's pretty maddening. But then again, we keep seeing backpack skins being produced, so is it a surprise? Not really. Right then, well, best of luck to again. Not sure if the other 2 skins are going to be a nice potential investment, but this right here, I can't help but assume a lot of people probably appreciate that. So consider showing support, and best of luck to you, and now let's move on. So, we have a rug A few fridges, yeah, just a few. And then we have a locker. So let's go ahead and talk about these. So we have the bullets rug. It's basically just giving off the impression that there's tons of bullets on the floor, which, to be honest with you, is actually a pretty cool idea. I'm not sure if people are super wild for that. Feel free to offer your opinion, comment below. Best of luck to Shino, honestly. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just maybe people probably, well, would face punch allow such a rug to be accepted with that amount of transparency. First of all, we should question that. But anyway, best of luck to you. Phone cabinet fridge. I do believe we saw this quite some time back, but now a second attempt has been made from Mr. Bad Trip and Hulk, and, well, it's a very nice standout design. I do like it. Oh, yes, it's lovely, homely sort of design. So if you're a fan of that, consider showing support. Best of luck to you too. Over to here with the dumpster fridge. What? Yeah, it's a dumpster. If you put two of them together, it's going to look like it, I guess. So, okay. Oh, no, you don't have to say on fire. Now, how are you supposed to keep the food nice and cold? We do have a version 2. Oh, this one glows in the dark. Okay, well, fair enough. Sure, why not? Well, best of luck to you, me Seeks. Let's say that potentially gets accepted. Consider showing your support. Now over to here. It's another attempt for the berries fridge. When we saw the neon fridges being accepted, the actual first one, the literal first one to be submitted was berries. But then all the other ones got accepted. Meat, veggies, pie, but no berries. So, what do you reckon? Would you like to see another neon fridge being accepted? Do you really need to have 4 different designs? Sure not. Anyway, so let's go ahead and remind you of the fridges, or more specifically, just look at neon. I'm not sure if all of them show up in this either. That's a bit of a problem, so we're going to find out. 1, 2, yeah. It's not showing meat, so we'll have to look for that specifically. But as you'll notice, veggies fridge is actually doing quite all right. It did drop off, but it has recovered. Pies, though, yeah, not so much, unfortunately. So let's go look up the neon meat. Give me the meat, give me the meat, give me the meat. It doesn't want to show it. Come on, show me. There you go. I don't know why it's being weird. Anyway, so yeah, this is actually done pretty okay. Not perfect though. Sold for $2.49. It did go below its rust price, but we remain hopeful that people will appreciate, because of course when we look at this properly, you've got about 10 listings, about 20, and then you're back up to its rust price. Barders are looking pretty solid. Didn't go below $2 obviously, and yeah, not too bad. Not too bad indeed. So dropped off. Doesn't look like it's going to go down in price that much more. Could the berries potentially give you a nice boost? Well, we'll see. We did notice some nice boosts when we originally saw the neon fridges being accepted. When new ones were accepted, boom, and then another one, boom, but never got the berries, so maybe it might give them a boost. We'll see. So yeah, pies, not so much, but meat and veggies do look like it's probably a nice thing to consider. All right, cool, we'll leave it at that. So, yes, a perfectly fine consideration. Best of luck to Duck, and let's see if that's accepted. Over to here. Cyber fridge. So this is completely new. I don't know how LeCramp does it, but he's on a roll. You know, we've got the cyber bed accepted. Lost my tongue there, sorry about that. But yes, would you like to have an interesting sort of futuristic design? Would you like to have a cyber fridge? And what cyber deplorable would you like to see being made next? Because he's got some sort of interesting theme going on here. What would you call this style? Futuristic, but like, I don't know, minimalist? Would you consider it minimalist? I don't know. Anyway, so an interesting addition. But is the cyber collection actually in demand? Let's go talk about that right now, because we literally only just got the bed, and this is like the first deplorable. Well, I mean, if we were to see the cyber fridge, and let me tell you, wouldn't surprise me, because with the amount of fridges we've seen this year. Anyway, cyber bed. You're not selling that much, and you will be the lowest selling bed skin we've ever seen so far. I wouldn't say no, with the fridge giving you a nice boost. I have seen like other skins here being accepted, and of course the other things to spike them on spoken price, but as you can tell, most of it isn't really in demand. The bed though, we'll keep an eye on it. Again, we know that there's a special building skin being produced, and rumour is that it's going to be a high quality base building skin, and perhaps these futuristic designs might, slot in perfectly with it. Did you consider that? Ooh. So we'll leave it at that then. Maybe only the bed. But the bed, well, it's a skin that we're going to be chasing after tomorrow. Every single skin here is abnormal except the T-Box. So, of course, that includes you. We'll be chasing after you tomorrow. So, yeah, tomorrow night, around, 9 p.m. UK time tomorrow, I'll be on stream. We'll discuss all the prices for all the skins. And, yeah, we'll have to mention this because it is important now. So, all right. Best of luck to you, LeCramp. And then, Oasis Locker. So, another Oasis skin has appeared, looking very nice and stand out. A very interesting design. again, we have also seen quite a lot of lockers this year as well, haven't we? They're not so uncommon anymore, I guess you could say. We do see quite a lot of them. Now, you might recall, when we had the Complete the Sets Rust store, lots of very interesting skins, and yes, we saw an Oasis sheet metal double door. But of all the skin collections we saw here, only one of them actually got a collection continuation afterwards. That, of course, being Oasis. So we saw the Furnace being accepted. Ooh. So, yeah. It was improving, and then it dropped off again. Well, then again, we did go through October, so... Yeah, it's a bit unfortunate. But anyway, if you're going to sit there and say, well, okay, if this proposed locker were to be accepted, what could happen? I think you might see improvement with the other skins, but the sheet metal double door is probably the best thing to chase after. It's slightly in the positive. Sold for $2. Right now it's at $2.34. Give it time. I wouldn't be surprised if it probably rises up in price a little bit more. But yes, the locker, honestly, I think that's the only impact it will have. The other skins probably won't even be worth it. So, best of luck to Papa Carl and Universe Kid. Let's see if that works out nicely. And best of luck to them. Right. Oh, no, we've got another collection continuation. How long am I going to be here for? I did tell you there's a lot of skins this week. Luxury gold sleeping bag. Well, I'm going to be very quick with this. Basically, this is a collection continuation to the luxury gold wooden door. And wooden doors, well, let's go just look for it. Wasn't too long ago, but yeah, luxury gold wooden door. Unfortunately, you have dropped off. Yes, indeed, you have. You sold for $2. You're a wooden door. Oh no, it's down to 57 cents. So yeah, I warned everybody about this. Now you might, 66. Okay, it's not as bad. Anyway. Do we ever see wooden doors spike demand, spike in price? No, not really. So if we do see the sleeping bag, what do you reckon? No. So yeah, that is a concern, unfortunately. Yeah, it's not going to work out. But that as an independent design, Jiba, Rose, it's perfectly fine to me. I think that looks really nice. Doesn't appear to glow in the dark. No mentions of it. So okay, fair enough. Best of luck to you too. Perhaps people would appreciate a very nice golden snake design for a sleeping bag. Best of luck. He's just staring at me like menacingly. Oh my. So yeah, it's the Ignite Furnace. It's a fire thing. He's not very happy. So best of luck to Siegis. Let's see if that works out nicely. Sorry, it does look pretty goofy. Now over to hit. Oh my. Oh, okay. So after the Ghost Furnace, after the UFO Furnace, we're now seeing more creative usage of transparency. And what do we have here is the Fractal Furnace. My, that's actually a very cool looking design there, Legacy. So, alright, well, you know, I'm not saying no. I like how it glows all around there as well. That's actually a very nice touch. So, and the bottom. Another one has appeared. Oh no, I've got to make a short video about this now. I kind of have to. I'm not sure if we're going to see this instantly be accepted as well. I mean, who knows? We'll see. But yes, this is to be expected from here and now. Some very interesting creative use of transparency on furnaces. Once we saw one getting in, of course, we're going to see a whole lot more. So, best of luck to Legacy. Could this turn into a very interesting fractal deployable collection? We'll have to wait and see. And then, of course, Señor Tomato. I think this is the second attempt, if I can recall. His gaping mouth is very scary. He still has a... It's actually just a whole... As you can see here, he's still got his little smile there. You could have just probably turned it into a nose or something, but anyway. Another Señor Tomato skin has appeared. Now, previously, we've seen quite a lot, but notably, we've had a sheet metal door and a garage door, and of course, you can tell how that turned out. But the other skins have been kind of okay. So, let's just quickly look up Señor Tomato. I don't have the special N in Señor, but I can still search Tomato. So, the miner hat kind of goes up and down, up and down. The rock's been solid. The hammer's been solid. Backpack, we're still going to have to question that, but then again, you're not selling that much, so it could probably turn out pretty interesting if we were to see another skin being accepted instantly. The garage door and sheet metal door, well, you've kind of recovered to a point. You're not, like, perfect, but then again, you've got, like, next to no listings. You as well, you're a garage door, but then again, you're goofy, you're Señor Tomato, and, oh, no. No! Well, okay, well, typical. Anyway, just take my word for it. I would like to see these Spiker Mine Spiker price. I can see it happening to these. I just don't think the prices would hold afterwards. So, if you're thinking, yeah, maybe I should jump onto that, by all means, consider it. Because Señor Tomato just keeps getting skins accepted. Props to Sepesh, she's supplying it. But, yeah, where does it go? How far? I don't know. So, yeah, best of luck to Sepesh. I wouldn't be surprised if it were to be accepted, or at least another Señor Tomato skin in the future. But, yeah, it's not exactly like a solid deployable collection, or a weapon and tool collection, clothing armor. It's just a bit everything. which is fine. It's just, yeah, I don't really see much of it spiking in price that much. So, best of special regardless. Does it light up that much at night time? It does. It's not super noticeable like so, but it does like overall light up quite nicely. In fact, you can see it right there. So yeah, cool. Best of luck. All right, moving on to storages, and yes, we do have quite a lot this week. I wonder which ones are actually going to be accepted though. So over to here, we have the small IBC WSB. I believe that's a wood small box. So yep, a perfectly fine looking white design, looking very nice. Yes. Ah, yes, very nice. Best of luck to you, Beast. Let's see if that works out nicely. Over to here, Minefield Box, produced by Smoothie. A very nice and colourful design. Quite wacky, but interesting. Consider commenting below your thoughts when you see that. Over to here, collection continuation. So we've talked about this recently. Much like with the Iceberg collection, you know, we were expecting potentially a nice, interesting deployable collection to spawn from this. But to my surprise, Mishka and Mr. Svonsberg thought maybe a small box would be a smart thing to do. Probably not right now. Not when we have the small props collection being quite successful. But either way, they have produced it. A potential collection continuation. And I think it looks perfectly fine. Could it cause the could it cause the bed to spuck and price ever so nice? Well, I wouldn't say no, but it does have quite a lot of listings. Do not forget, it did sell quite a lot. So if we could just search for Tropical, and you'll find it right there. There we go. So yes, this sold for $2, and it's got 91 listings on the Steam market. Not an absurd amount, but quite a lot in general at the moment with bed skins. So kind of looks pretty thin, to be honest with you. I wouldn't say no to the idea of, you know, the small box having a nice impact in this, but I think we need to see more than just that. And whilst we did see the sleeping bag, which looks very, very good, mind you, I mean, we'll see, okay? But keep an eye on this. It doesn't look too bad. It did drop off pretty badly in terms of its price, but it does look like it could recover quite nicely. So keep an eye on it, right? Post-Christmas could be good to that. And with collection continuations, oh, even better. So, all right, we'll keep an eye on it. Right then, so hopping back over to here. If you're liking it, and if you'd like to see that potentially be accepted, then of course, show your support. Doesn't glow in the dark, though. Nothing really shines. So, okay, fair enough. Best of luck to you two. Well then, what do we have right here? Another small prop skin. I lost my tongue there. Yes, it's a yellow box. We were questioning what type of yellow box could potentially be made. Well, McGwemp decided to do a sulfur box. All right, well, fair enough. Yeah, I wouldn't be opposed to that. Now, listen. If we see Ammo Box being accepted next, 100%, this is the largest small box collection we've ever seen. It's being pretty successful at the moment. What would you consider a great addition? Now, if you're going to say drop box, well, timing. Sinotype just submitted. Oh, we'll see in a second, don't you worry. But anyway, every single box is a different colour, which is perfectly fine. But what other ideas would you have? What do you think needs to be made next? Feel free to comment below. I'm pretty sure the skin creator keeps an eye on everything that happens in regards to his skins. So yeah, he keeps an eye out for your opinions. So anyway, that's a perfectly fine looking skin. And then over to here, if we could just quickly talk about this right here. Can confirm these skins are starting to improve. Not insanely, but it's slowly happening bit by bit. Like a week or two ago, this is down by almost half its price. Now it's only down by 13%. So we're starting to see improvement. People are starting to realise, oh, hang on a minute, this is actually turning into a full-fledged proper collection. Could it potentially get as much as like Sinotype collection, for example, which is pushing to 15 and 16 at the moment. So anyway, I would like it to happen. I'm feeling very enthusiastic that it might happen. And with the prices improving with these skins, yeah, things are looking pretty sweet. This does look like it's going to rebound and go back up into the positive again, okay? So, as you'll notice, 2 skins right now in the positive, not to an insane amount, but give it time, and with more boxes being produced and accepted, can't help but assume that we're going to see lovely improvement. So yes, Sulfur Box would be appreciated, but do not forget we also saw the likes of the Ammo Box the previous week. So 2 versions, which one will it happen? Either one, it'll be fine. So yes, I am feeling optimistic that a Sulfur Box would be appreciated, and yeah, let's see if it happens. So best of luck to McGwemp, and if you haven't invested into the small props collection, and you feel confident in it, maybe consider jumping into it now, because I don't think the price is going to stay like that forever. Right, best of luck, best of luck. Naval Division Large Box. So this is produced by N3. Get a good look at this, a perfectly fine design. Lots of ammo all over it. We have had like a fairly standard looking ammo box in the past though. We'll see what happens. Anyway, best of luck to N3. Let's see if it works out. Best of luck, best of luck. But of course, we have competition. Some fairly notable competition. Oh my. I kind of spoiled it like 2 minutes ago. But anyway, Sinotype Drop Large Box has appeared. So yeah, we got a drop box. a perfectly fine standout design. Oh yes, it glows in the dark very nicely. We are literally reaching the end now. I don't know if Face Punch even realises how many of them have been accepted so far, but yes. This would be number 16. Well, I mean, is the stone box going to be accepted or not? We'll find out. But anyway, 15 or 16. Next week, what could we see? Well, with still room for like an electric box. Car parts box. What would you like to see being made next? Because we probably have like 2 slots left. I'd be surprised if we go beyond 18. I'd be incredibly surprised if we even reach 18. Only Neon Storages did that, so we'll wait and see, alright? Best of luck to Odyssey. Things are looking interesting. So if we could just quick look at all the Sinotype skins. We have been talking about this quite a lot recently. We noticed improvement. Prices haven't really jumped up that much since I made the video discussing this yesterday. So if I could just quickly switch over to here. Yes, I'm talking about this video right here. It was kind of like an archival video just to talk about what went wrong. Because around August time, all of these were getting bought out. Prices were going insane. But then as we went through the autumn fall seasonal dip and Halloween, we went through 3 weeks where we didn't see a single skin being accepted because, well, they couldn't. Skin Creator couldn't make anything, could he? So, yeah, people panicked, prices dropped. But now that people realise it's still continuing and finishing, well, with a full-fledged collection, I think people appreciate it a whole lot more. So with the wood box appearing, we have noticed some improvement. With another skin potentially being accepted, well, could I assume even better performance. But if it does end at 16, I wouldn't be too upset. Keep an eye on it. We'll see how much it progresses even further, right? So I don't know what the Skin Creator intends to do next. In fact, we could just look at the comment section. So if we could just quickly switch over to here, comment section. What does he say? Hi to everyone. Thank you for your opinions. The work has not lost. Okay, so he's still going to continue, but he probably acknowledges that he doesn't have that much left. I did tell him, once you reach the end, just make a Sinotype food fridge. It's not a large box, but it would make sense. Food for fridge is probably the most appropriate thing. So anyway. Alright, cool. So best of luck to Mr. Odyssey. Let's see how it turns out. But yes, we are essentially at the end now. So he can make another one, it seems. Face Punch would just basically tell him to stop, is what will happen. So he'll probably just literally say, they told me to stop. So maybe next week's one will be the last. Oh no, oh no. Right then, moving on. We've got a wooden door, a bunch of sheepner doors, a bunch of garage doors. We got quite a lot this week in terms of doors. Doors, doors, doors. So many doors. A very interesting one right there as well. Ooh. So, we have the Wild Hunt wooden door. Very scary, sinister looking design produced by O'Connor. That does look very nice. Lovely piece of work. Glows in the dark. To be honest with you, I would like to see that being accepted. That's a very cool looking design. Well, best of luck to you, good sir. Let's see if that works out nicely. Now, you know what? O'Connor, I know you recently made that very cool looking Halloween bearskin rug. Would you consider turning that into a bearskin rug? The design there with all the wood and whatnot and the twigs? Consider it. Anyway, moving on. Prison rework. Do you remember that prison sheep in the door I showed you quite some time back that had full transparency? Yeah. Anyway, we have a different version. yeah, full transparency wasn't going to happen, was it? No. A lot of people did happen to, comment about it and respond to it and whatnot. Like, you did like it. But it was just a little bit too much transparency. Well, this time they've completely covered it. So, yes, we have 2 different versions. What do you like? Which one would you like? Feel free to comment below. Sorry, I lost my tongue there. You're losing your tongue a lot. Sorry, I haven't been feeling great for the past few days. I was completely passed out yesterday. So, if I'm a little bit off today, I do apologise. Hedge it off every day. Shut up. Anyway, moving on. Over to here with the Cursed Alloy Sheep in the Door, produced by Nocturnum, Delirium, and Adoinsky. Get a good look at that. Yes. So, what is this? What's Cursed Alloy? Oh, no explanation. Black metal gold alloy, violet blue crystals. Alright, well, fair enough. Doesn't glow. No showcase of it at night time either. So, best of luck to you too. Let's see if it works out nicely. And over to here with the Face to Death Sheep in the Door, produced by Delarai. And yes, that does happen to glow in the dark. Quite sinister, and yet quite cool. What are you staring at? So yeah, it's a perfectly fine look and design. And if you like what you see, consider showing support. And best of luck to Delarai. Over to here with the Frost Seal Sheet Metal Door, produced by Helion and Kerry. It's a very nice light blue design that stands out very nicely at night time. Quite bright. Is that the type of skin you'd like to see being accepted? Well, comment below and feel free to show your support. And best of luck to you too. Over to here, Constructor Sheet Metal Door. Yes, it's like Legos. So, somewhat recently we saw the bed skin, am I correct? Last week? Yes. So it looks like they're making like a pseudo sort of Lego design sort of toy set. Which, to be honest with you, it does look pretty cool. A nice colourful design. Does it glow in the dark? No mentions of glow. No glow. Okay, fair enough. But yeah, a fun theme. Looking pretty unique. So, yep, feel free to comment below. What is your opinion? And do you like what you see? I love the little drawing there. That's cute. So, best of luck to you. Now over to here with the Steampunk Sheet Metal Door. This is a unique independent design. I know we had some steampunk weapon skins being produced and accepted, but yeah, this is independent. Produced by Mr. Kratorius, and it stands out ever so nicely. Yes, a pretty goofy sort of like pareidolia sort of style there with the little face and whatnot. Pretty cute. But anyway, best of luck to Mr. Kratorius. Now over to here with the Steel Epoch Sheet Metal Door, produced by Alloy and Mr. Hook. Yep, a pretty interesting standout design. Interesting sort of emblem logo. And it does faintly glow, as you'll notice right there. So if you're a fan of that, consider showing support, and best of luck to these two. But we have a very notable collection continuation, and it also has a very unique standout design. I'm talking about the UFO Abduction Sheet Metal Door. Now at first glance you might not notice it, but then you look over to here and you might notice something at the bottom, and then you realise, oh, it's a sheet metal door with the bottom part of it is transparent. What? Yes, yes. What? Yes. The bottom half of this, well, not half, like the bottom, like fifth, sixth, you get the idea. The bottom portion of it, much like what we saw the furnace, it's transparent on the bottom. Would such a thing be allowed? It glows, it has transparency in the bottom. Well then, we're kind of pushing these limits, aren't we? To be honest with you, Mr. Zinc, I think it does need to be a little bit lower. Like if you had just like 2 or 3 little gaps, that would be more than enough for quite a lot of people, but still, I mean, we'll see. If Face Punch is feeling like it, we'll give it a shot, but maybe it doesn't get accepted and he makes it like a non-transparent version. We'll see. But yeah, what do you reckon? Would you allow such a thing? Or do you think these limits are being pushed too far? It's a sheet metal door in this particular instance, and that transparency would matter a whole lot more, especially in comparison to the furnace. So, and I ask you as well, what would you like to see being made next? I think a garage door is a perfect shout. To be honest with you, if it was a garage door, that'd probably be all right. You might remember we had the dungeon garage door. I might have to comment, I might have to send a message about that. But anyway, we'll see. Okay, I should make a short video about that as well. Right, anyway, best of luck to you, Mr. Zinc. And of course, the furnace is right over to here. 29,000 subscribers. Kind of not surprised though. Yeah, a lot of people seem to be liking you. And then if we could, just quickly switch back over to here. Where's that furnace? The ghost furnace. Oh, don't break on me. Don't break on me. Oh, no. It broke. Come on. There we go. Yeah, thank you very much. Okay. So you're still holding on, which is pretty interesting. But for how much longer? Right, we'll leave it at that. So, yeah. That furnace, we obviously had to talk about the sheet metal door, but I would say I'm not feeling so confident with the sheet metal door. We'll see. Again, I'd be surprised, and I know for a fact a lot of people would end up buying that. A lot of people would buy that. Right, then. Best of luck. And now, a lot of garage doors. Oh, here we go. Got to say, though, we're kind of pushing along quite nicely. We did have quite a lot to talk about. Right, here we are. Farm-born garage door. Showed off in my special preview video, produced by Mr. Shedmon. It's a perfectly fine, stylish choice. Stylish choice indeed. Like Atlas, but he's holding a gigantic amount of sulfur instead of a planet, so, you know. Very stylish. Best of luck to you, Mr. Shedmon. Over to here, the Berserk garage door, produced by Dragon Normavan, reminiscent of Warhammer. You might notice it if you look hard enough. Yep. Obviously, the recent DLC pack that you can buy. Did you buy it yourself? Do you enjoy it? And do you like this garage door to accompany it? What do you think? A nice standout glow-in-the-dark design? I think a lot of people might say yes, so be one of them. Comment below. And best of luck to these two. Over to here, Gun Sun garage door, produced by Mr. Skurat, who's censored it himself for some reason. Yeah, it's a perfectly fine looking standout glow-in-the-dark design. Looking pretty cool, looking very nice. So best of luck to you, good sir. Let's see if that works out nicely. And then we got a transparent version. Where's the transparency? Where is the transparency? Let's find out. Stare. I think it's just 2 gaps here, which is fine. I'd have to look at that in game. You got some bullet holes here as well. Okay, I'd have to look at that in game and see it for myself. I don't think it's like super crazy, insanely helpful transparency. You do have some bullet holes in the body there as well. Okay, maybe that might be okay. We'll see if it gets accepted, and then we'll give it a good look. So best of luck to you, Mr. Skurat. And then we have a collection continuation, Mech Overlord. Now, if I could just remind myself what was accepted previously, we had the sheet metal door. So, yes, earlier this year, we saw the Mech Overlord sheet metal door being accepted, and now we have a garage door version 2. I know it says version 1, but it's technically a version 2, or resubmission. Either way, it is a collection continuation. So let's go back over. You know, I could just search for it here. Overlord. Show me what you got. There we go. Yeah. Sheet metal door that unfortunately went down in price pretty badly. 78 cents. Now, if we were to see the other skin being accepted, oh no, it's never sheet metal door and garage door combination. Yeah. As time goes on, the garage door would also go down in price. But yes, it probably could cause this to spike in price ever so nicely, but not to an insane amount, I would imagine. It's a very cool, stylish design, but it dropped off. I'm pretty sure that sold for $2.49. I wouldn't be surprised if it did, and then it dropped off. Oof. But yeah, that's sheet metal door behaviour. That's just normal. That's just how it is. Far too many options, far too many acceptances. Not surprising. So anyway, yeah, I think that probably would spike in price a little bit, but I don't think you'd be able to sell enough stock to be able to get the decent profit, and then, oh no, it probably drops off again, so probably not worth it. But anyway, with what I see here, I do believe a lot of people would like that. Yep. Especially, you know what, I'm kind of surprised. Why didn't you submit this when we saw the DLC being released? Falk. Anyway. What do you mean, Hedge? It's perfectly distinct and not obviously copying anything. No. All right. Kind of looks a little bit like Warhammer, but anyway. References and, allusions and, homages are totally fine. So best of luck to Mr. Falk. Let's see if that works out nicely. And then we have Whittled Bloom Garage Door. So yes, I believe this is another attempt. You might remember we had a pretty interesting sheep door. No, you're thinking of the sunflowers because you noticed the sunflowers. Oh, yeah. Whittled Bloom. We've had 2 skins accepted. Yeah, sorry about that. I was thinking of the garage door we had before, the ones that have been accepted. That was August 4th one. Yep. Anyway, Whittled Bloom, large box, and wooden door. Oh no, they're not holding up very nicely, are they? No. This sold for like $2. Well, yeah, that dropped off. And over to here, this sold for like $1.49. Yeah, this would have been like $1.49. That obviously dropped off. Wooden door, we're not surprised. So I've got to be honest with you, I don't think these are going to spike in price that much if you were to see the garage door being accepted. But independently by itself, it does look pretty nice. Yeah, I think a lot of people would appreciate that. Oh, it reflects quite nicely as well with the light on it. Oh, yes. So if you're a fan of that, by all means, consider showing support. Best of luck to Mr. Yeah. Consider showing your support. Over to here, a sheet metal double door option has appeared from PL3 and Donny. It is the Code Red sheet metal double door, and this one happens to glow in the dark. Ooh, nice bit of glow right there. Looking very nice. Now, I do believe we have a transparent version here. What is the transparent parts? Let's go find out. So, is that a window? We see. It's not super obvious to me. I think this is the windows that are transparent, these portions here. I think that is the case. Yeah, that looks to be the case. Okay, fair enough. Wouldn't say no to some transparency in some sheet metal double doors. Yeah, yep. Look at that. You can see the grassy outside. All right. That looks like it's head height. I think a lot of people would appreciate that. A transparent sheet metal double door that glows in the dark? Oh, no, surely not. So best of luck to these two. Let's see if it works out nicely. Best of luck. And then over to here. Solar Radiant sheet metal double door produced by Mr. Phase. That's the only picture. Thank you very much, Mr. Phase. So that just so happens to be the final deployable for all the skins that are submitted over the past weekend. Which one has stood out to you the most? Which one do you think has a genuine good chance of potentially being accepted in an upcoming Rust store? Right, so best of luck to everybody. Let's see if that works out nicely. And I wasn't joking. Tons of skins have been submitted. Lots of collection continuations. Let's now move on and talk about all the weapons and tools. So first up, we've got quite a lot of rocks. Well, 2, but it's quite a lot than normal. So let's just grab all of these, the handguns as well. Come on, let's grab all of you, and let's go move on. So, fresh meat rock. It's got a little face. In my special little preview video, I did showcase it. I had to put them at a certain angle just so you could see the eyes. Yeah, it's a bit of a goofy, silly design, but what do you think? Do you like him? Are you a fan? Consider showing support, and best of luck to K Vladimir and Atelic. And yeah, it doesn't appear to glow in the dark. No glow, no transparent parts. You should have said all 100%. You could have just called him 100% natural, something like that. That would have been funny. But anyway, best of luck, best of luck. Over to here with the natural. Oh, there you go, 100%. The natural ruby rock produced by PTX and Mr. Igor. Yes, get a good look at that. A perfectly fine looking natural ruby rock. Does it glow? No. So there you go. That's all I can say. Best of luck to you two. Now over to here, it's a water rainbow savage sword. Didn't we already have a rainbow sword? Yeah, pretty sure we did. I think so. Anyway, well, I mean, another one, sure. All right, best of luck to HSM. Best of luck to you, and let's see if that potentially gets accepted. Looking perfectly fine to me. Over to here, we have a Krieg sword. So again, with the recent Warhammer DLC, why does everybody feel compelled to make Warhammer stuff when it's like a month past it? Anyway, best of luck to Say Chains. That's a perfectly fine, very cool saw-like design. Let's see if that gets accepted. Now over to here, Canon Eoka. To be honest with you, yeah, that looks cool. If you, look, maybe, okay, December Force Wipe is still quite a ways to go, but an early submission, I'm not going to say no, but you probably should have timed it a little bit better. Here's hoping Face Punch remembers this, because that does look very appropriate and very cool, okay? Best of luck, but yeah, I think you're probably like a couple weeks too early. But yeah, haven't seen any Eoka skin being accepted in all of 2025. Could that be the first one? We'll have to wait and see. Best of luck to you two. No. Okay, so sit back and relax. We've got quite a discussion. Olympus has returned with a revolver. And we don't normally see that many revolver skins being submitted, do we? Could this be special? So I should point out there's two versions. Non-transparent and transparent aim sight. Now, I think he's got pictures of just the transparent aim sight. No, that's the standard version. Okay, so that is the... So that's the standard version. Totally fine. Not going to complain. Like, if that were to be accepted, it would still be a very nice investment. But this right here is the transparent version. And it has more transparency than the heat seeker. Does it really matter that much? Not really. It does look a little bit goofy as well. So with the heat seeker, it keeps like this square object, but this one removes it. Well, makes it transparent. So yeah, that has a little bit more transparency, a little bit more visibility, and I would not be surprised if people go a little bit crazy for this. Yes, this is a collection continuation to the AK-47 that was accepted, good few weeks back. And if that's going to be accepted, again, either one, both of them would be nice, but that one would obviously be better. Fuff, you're a madman, but thank you very much for listening to me, because I do like revolvers. So, how many revolvers have we had so far this year? I think we had 2, and both of them have been pretty good, right? Revolver. Right, and there you go. Black Ops Revolver, totally fine, comfortably in the positive. We just went through the worst of it, and it's still just like perfectly fine. But that Heatseeker Revolver, ooh, nothing compares to you at the moment, and you have just been progressing ever so lovely, beautifully, wonderfully. Never would I have guessed you would go up that price before we've even reached post-Christmas. It's still very thin. But then again, if that Olympus Revolver were to come out, it probably would... I mean, I think this would probably still work out quite nicely, to be honest. People do appreciate, the Heatseeker collection as a whole. But independently, that Olympus Revolver would do very good. So, okay, cool, understood. As you might notice, revolvers are greatly appreciated and wonderful investments. This is why I always ask for them. But rarely do we see them being accepted, because people don't submit them that much. Anyway, back over to here, looking at you. Yeah, that is looking sweet. It doesn't, okay, we're actually here to talk about, the potential things to invest into. But listen, I'm so focused with the fact that it's a revolver skin that independently, that's going to be great all by itself. Could it cause this to spike in price? To be honest with you, not sure, but it's not going down in price anymore. So yeah, it's starting to stagnate in terms of it's not like crashing and burning anymore. There's been a lot of skins submitted recently. None have been accepted so far, unfortunately. But if this revolver were to be the one, I think it might give it a nice boost. And I still believe this is going to turn around and work out nicely as we go through post-Christmas. It's a very nice marble-esque white design with some gold trim. Got a little bit of transparency in the stock as well. I honestly believe with its transparent aim sight, which is nice and red, I think a lot of people will be appreciating it. So give it time. Honestly, independently by itself, it might be a nice investment as well. Still below its rusted price, just saying. So looking at the recent skins, just want to point out, we had the handmade LMG, we had the SAR, and the L96, so yeah, we'll see. All right then, so lots of positive words, but more specifically about the skin itself, which is something I don't normally do I? So, all right, fair enough. Best of luck to Fuff. Now we have a broken sap. I just looked at our lovely carved marble design, and now we have a broken sap. Oh dear, Mr. Rona, I want a refund. So anyway, let's look at you. That's a perfectly fine standard looking design. A nice little bit of orange at the very top there. Okay, yeah, that looks fine to me. Best of luck to you, Mr. Rona. Then over to here with the cold alloy sap, produced by Fresh, and somebody stopped me. They're telling me they got cuted sights. You should put a little cute smile there as well. Yeah, it's got transparency. All right, I'm not going to say no to that. Looks pretty cool to me. A nice metallic design. Yes, it's not white, it's metallic. The lighting definitely adds like a little white to it. But yeah, looks cool to me. Looks nice. I think a lot of people appreciate that, so best of luck to you too. And then over to here, Swirled Python. Yes, this is a collection continuation from Bed and Ronan, Does it have transparency? Says it right there. But what is transparent? Oh, yep, there you go. So yeah, if you're a skin creator and if you want to make a Python, you're going to have to make it transparent for people to like it. Sorry to say. It is what it is, but yes. The only Pythons that actually managed to do a decent job of retaining their value are the ones with a transparent aim sight. And even then, we've got like a decent amount of them now, so even then the ones that have the transparency is still going down in price as well. Let's just quickly take a look at the Python revolvers. Yep, they're Python revolvers, technically speaking. And you might notice, oh dear, well, you're starting to improve, which is nice to see, but you're down by 41%. And who else do we compare to? What's the Chrome? What's the Chrome? Chrome. Weird. Oh, yeah, you're broken for some reason. Yeah, have you looked up the Chrome Bombshell Python on the Steam market and on here as well? It's a little bit messed up. Take a look at this. We have no idea why that happened. FaceBunch has been informed about that. That has transparency in the aim sight as well. That is down in price. Oh, so yeah, unfortunately, Python skins in general, they're just not reliable. But this is a collection continuation. We literally just had the crossbow being accepted, and before that the sword. But you might notice weapons only collection. This tends to happen. Like, this is normal behavior with a weapon only collection. When new weapons are accepted, nothing really changes. So yeah, Python. We'll see. I mean, if it gets accepted, props to the skin creators. But yeah, transparency once again. What would you like to see being made next? Swirled collection has been pretty successful getting accepted with transparency. So maybe like a swirled handmade NMG, or a swirled furnace. Yeah, why not a swirled furnace? Come on, Ben. You could have thought of that. Come on. Best of luck to you two. Best of luck. Anyway, moving on. What do we have over here? We have ice crystals, and then you're an MP5. All right, might have to move that around. That's a mistake. Right, let's just move you there. We'll talk about you in a second. Don't you worry. So let's grab this and this and this. Right, and then we've got a Thompson. And we've got some SARs. All right, let's go move on. So over to here with the Bullseye Custom SMG, which is a collection continuation. So yep, it's got a perfectly fine green and black design, and it's got a very bright green aim sight. Oh yes. Oh, that's a super. Oh, that's lovely night light. Look at that. That's a very standout looking night light. I think that might be because he's got lights behind them, but it doesn't appear to be like super lit up. Anyway, yep, that's looking pretty sweet. Hedge, breathe more. Otherwise, you'll keep yawning. Sorry about this. Again, yesterday I wasn't feeling super great. So, the Bullseye collection. Let's go remind ourselves of the Bullseye skins. What we got? We have a Bullseye SAR, an AK-47, a Python, and an LR300. They're all down in price, except the SAR, interestingly. This has been pumped before, if I can recall. Yes, it has. Well, you're looking pretty solid. Really solid. Like, these barders are quite surprising to see. But then I go look at sales history, and does it hold up? No. Yeah, no, that's manipulation. Look at that. Yep. Caught it in the act, so that's a manipulation. So, honestly, all of these aren't doing very well. They're like 80 cents each, and then that one's manipulated, so yeah. Basically, the point is that, yeah, a weapon-only collection, by default, what would you expect? You wouldn't really see the prices really do that much, and if this were to be accepted, I'm sorry to say, but I don't think the previous skins will be spike on spike on price anytime soon, so yeah. Best of luck to GXT Face. Best of luck to you, and, you know, return to all the skins. Where's my Bullseye handmade NMG? Come on, I know you can do it. Best of luck to you, good sir, and yeah, let's see if we can see more of the collection. Ice Crystals MP5. So yes, it's a very nice sort of whitish, shiny, metallic blue design. No transparency in the aim sight or anything, so okay, fair enough. Best of luck to Ico. Let's see if that gets accepted. Best of luck. Over to here with the Cartoon MP5. I think I accidentally clicked it twice, whoopsie. With the Cartoon MP5 produced by Mr. Nordan, we have two versions, a nice blue and turquoisey green, and then a nice hot red, orange and yellow. Very nice. What about the aim sights, pretty please? And, oh, yes, a standard aim sight on both of them, I presume. So, both of them are looking pretty nice, but which one do you prefer? Feel free to comment below, and best of luck. Consider showing support. Best of luck to Nordan. Now over to here. Abstract Panel MP5. Yes, a perfectly fine looking design produced by SMN. A very, very stand out. The colours, they all stand out very scarily. Oh my. It's like a pattern that doesn't seem to work, but yet it's so nostalgic. It's like the 90s, all wrapped up. Oh my. Anyway, so yes, this is the abstract panel, but where's the aim down the sight? SMN, it's nice to see all these pictures, but we want to see an aim down the sight image. That's the most important part. Oh dear. Well, best of luck to you. Let's see if that works out nicely. And over to here, ooh, collection continuation. This right here is the Abyss MP5. Produced by a little Ranger and Grand Cohen. A very nice, scary looking design. Yes, yes, yes. Aimed on the side, pretty pleased. And it's looking like it's a interesting, transparent design. Transparency in the top, but we still have the panels here. I think people prefer all of that off, but hey, you take what you get. So anyway, perfectly fine looking addition. Let's go ahead and look at the Abyss collection. A very big collection, as you'll notice. A boom. Wow. Wow. So let's go over to here to get a better look, because that's a few more. Oh, no, it's over here. Abyss collection. Ta-da. Let's click that. Right then. So we've had this discussion already. The Abyss collection mostly holds up quite nicely. Not everything, though. The weapons are a bit iffy. Now, the AK's holding up. The Thompson's improved. Will the L96 be okay? This isn't a weapon-only collection. It's a weapon-only collection with all the other stuff. It's a weapon collection with all this. So, yeah. Sound a bit dumb there. Yeah, I clarified it. So the point I'm trying to get across is, yes, this MP5 probably could have a bit of an impact. People do appear to appreciate these skins decently. Like, if you were to compare this with all the other SAR skins that exist, this is down by 18%, but that's actually, like, better than, like, 90% of the other ones. Like, I'm not joking. We do have a decent amount of SARs over the course of time. We've had a lot, but most SARs do just drop off and go about half their price pretty quickly. So you should acknowledge that this collection does hold up quite nicely. The L96 that we're going to discuss tomorrow, it's still expected to drop off because there's an L96, and there will be more L96 skins being accepted this month. But the MP5, I'm interested. I think a lot of people would appreciate it. But what price would it sell for? And is it actually going to happen anytime soon? We'll see. We'll see. Anyway, best of luck to you two, a little Ranger and Grand Cohen. It's a perfectly fine looking addition. Where is the Abyss handmade LMG? Yeah, that'd be nice. Right, best of luck, best of luck. Fort Thompson, another collection continuation. Lord, give me strength. So yes, it's another very cool blue shiny design. The gemstones stand out very nicely. So back over to here, looking at the Fort AK-47. It's selling quite a lot. In fact, it's looking like it's going to potentially be the highest selling skin amongst all of these. But again, it's a weapon-only collection. Oh no. Why does this keep happening? Well, I mean, why not? I would like to see some Fort Deployables. I think that would be pretty sweet. It's it's up to the skin creators. It's up to them. But yeah, it's working. It's looking pretty sweet. I don't think the Thompson will have a massive impact. But the Thompson very likely independently would stand out quite nicely. I thought the AK looked really cool. The Thompson does appear to look very cool as well. If that's being accepted, ooh. Keep an eye on it, right? But would it cause the other skins to spike a demand, spike a price? Would it cause the other skins to spike a demand, spike a price? I don't think so. The AK was accepted, and the other two skins didn't even budge. So yeah, but it does look nice. So props to the skin creators. I'm looking forward to more. I guess you might as well make an L96. I wasn't surprised that to be accepted. So yeah, if you make an L96 whilst it's the focused item of the month, I think you've got a pretty good chance, so that's up to you. Best of luck to you too. But yeah, in terms of investment, yeah. Let's now move on to SARs. Coloristic SAR with some cut transparency on the aim sight. Oh yes, looking very exquisite and nice and colourful. I think a lot of people would be appreciating you. Yes, 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 yes. So, what do you reckon? Feel free to comment below. Produced by Waldoonaald and Kolotinsky. Where's the Black Ops collection? Where's the Iceberg collection? Why are you making another one? Why are you making another one? God, you're greedy. Anyway, back over to here. So honestly, it looks perfectly fine to me. If you're a fan of what you see, if you like it, then consider showing support, and best of luck to these two. Where's the aim down the sight, first of all? Yeah, so it's like imps are, not like heat seeker, so it's still good, but yeah. Anyway, best of luck. Now, carbon steel SAR, produced by Mr. Graffi. What do we have over here? Put some pants on. Yeah. All right, anyway, put some pants on. Oh, I've lost the picture. Sorry. So it's the standard sight. All right, that's totally fine. But yeah, Graffi, you don't need like several pictures at night time. Also, put some pants on. So yeah, perfectly fine to me. Looks nice. What do you reckon? Feel free to comment below, and best of luck to Graffi. Pictures are rendered soon. Censorship when? All right, move on. Soul Bite SAR, produced by Sunart. A very interesting tiki design, it looks like. Oh, I didn't really give him points. Sorry. So yeah, is it tiki? Am I wrong? Am I pronouncing it correctly? But yeah, it does look cool. What's the style? What's the style? Okay, chat. If you know what the style is, feel free to comment below. But it does look very nice. A very interesting color scheme. I think that would probably be greatly appreciated. What do you reckon? I want to see that as a revolver, please. All right, anyway, best of luck to you, Sunart. Let's see if that works out nicely. It's a very interesting approach, very colourful. Okay, it's another attempt for the BSAR. It is a transparent aim sight, exactly like Heatseeker. So, what do you reckon? We saw the AK-47 being submitted, but no acceptance. I mean, we'll have to wait and see. We'll see. Omnipresent, I guess you probably want to consider doing a handmade LMG, or you might want to consider doing an L96. Try and see what you can get, but yeah, L96 is the focused item of the month. Wouldn't be a bad shout. Handmade LMG is not seeing that many submissions, and with the next roster, we'll see if it's going to get that many acceptances. I wonder if they only do one again. Well, in terms of weapons, we'll see in a second how many skins it got, but yes. Could this have a nice positive impact on the B collection? Let's discuss that. I do believe the SAP is still holding up quite nicely, so let's go over to here. Yeah, it's down by 20%. You're going to sit there and say, it's doomed. Well, not really. It's only down by 20%. So if we could just quick look at this at the moment, let's go take a look. How many listings does it have? So 47 in total, and I look at it, and honestly, it's like 10 sales, and it's back up to its rustle price. That's fine. Like, if this is at its worst, I'm not going to complain. Remember, transparent aim sight on this. A lot of people did like that, so okay, fair enough. So, yeah, skin creators go for all of these. Submitting them with transparent aim sights. If they got one skin with a transparent aim sight accepted, could they potentially get another? And if it were to be accepted, the Python, the AK-47, or the SAR, would it have a massive impact on the SAP or any of the other skins? I'm not sure. I think the SAP at the very least would probably rise in price a fair bit. So, yeah. Independently, I think it will be appreciated regardless anyway. So, and this right here, yeah, I think Heatseeker might have a bit of a panic. I think, yeah, that might be appreciated. So anyway, best of luck to Omnipresent. Let's see if it works out nicely. Right then, so we're only just about delving into the AK-47s. Let's just quickly grab all of these. We might as well grab all the remaining weapon skins. But how many collection continuations have I talked about today? And we still have more. We still have L96s. Yay. We have handmade LMGs. Yay. There's so many. Oh no. How long am I going to be here for? I haven't eaten. I'm going to die. All right. Yeah. So, not that many handmade LMGs this week either. Ferro Raw LR300 is another collection continuation. Why? Oh no, I've got to type it all out later as well. So yes, Ferro Raw has returned with an LR300 produced by Mr. Kostya Che, but how many collection continuations are we going to see? Hedge, shouldn't you be happy? It's basically the main focus. I wish. So, yes, the AK-47 came out quite recently. So, Ferro something. There you go. Ferro Raw. There you go. Just the AK. I have 30 of them. Cheap by order, but still went cheaper than that. So, it's 81 cents at the moment. Are we surprised? Not really. Most AK-47s end up like this. And, oh, look, someone's trying to sell 28 of them. That's a smart idea, I'm sure. So, yeah, that happened. Another collection continuation couldn't hurt. To be honest with you, would it have that much of an impact? To be honest with you, could it even go any worse? I doubt it, so we'll see. It's a perfectly fine looking style. Honestly, I liked it when I first saw it. But with the LR300, independently, an LR300 is going to have problems anyway. People don't like the weapon itself that much, unfortunately. But if the skin creator keeps trying, if I can recall, he did submit another one somewhat recently, the MP5. I think it could work out quite alright. But, yeah, what happens next? Kostya? Couldn't hurt to try a deployable. Why not? Give it a shot. Right then, so, looked perfectly fine, but now we're going to move on and discuss the AK-47 here. The Lobster AK-47, a very goofy, colourful, silly design, produced by Sean, Mick and Ari Spector. Or what do you reckon? So, aim sight, looking pretty sweet. Looking pretty sweet indeed. Standard aim sight. So, yep, perfectly fine looking, colourful design. If you're a fan of it, consider showing support. Over to here, Brain Drain AK-47. Mr. Himmick is trying to build a brand new collection. So, looking over to here. Another very interesting, colourful design. What's with the Hazmat Man? He is looking pretty whacked out. Oh my, his brain's gone out of his head. Oops. So, anyway, well. Yeah, that doesn't have a transparent aim sight or anything. But yep, looks fine to me. If you're a fan of that, consider showing support. Best of luck to Mr. Himmick and Fert saying. Sponge AK-47. Sponge. My goodness. That's just exactly what we... Hey, it's unique. Fair enough. We'll see. Bullet Sponge. You know what? Bullet Sponge Armour would be a great idea for a name for a skin. So, hey, Jessen, bingo, it's in your hands. Bullet Sponge Collection. Monomaniac, did I pronounce that correctly? I hope so. Alpha has produced Monomaniac AK-47. So, ha 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 ha, creepy face and whatnot. Blah. So, transparent aim sight, perhaps. Let's take a look. No. Oh, yeah, it does. Just a little bit. Yep. Just a little bit of transparency there. So, okay. Looking pretty interesting. What do you reckon? Do you like what you see? Feel free to comment below. And best of luck to Alpha. Upcycled AK-47 version 2. It's made out of cardboard. Well, I mean, you know, carbon footprint and all that. You know, we're all supposed to recycle tons, and then people, you know, huge companies with all the boats and what in the ocean. Yeah. Anyway, and the airplanes. Anyway, it's recycling done right, perhaps. Where's the aim sight? Aim sight. There we go. Thank you. Right. Honestly, you don't need like 40 different pictures. Aim down a sight, side view, third person view. That's all you need. Anyway, yep, looks fine to me. A fair bit of transparency, an interesting bit of white and cardboard brown. So, yep, if you're a fan of that, consider showing support and chill with the pictures. Anyway, best luck, moving on. Mutagen AK-47. This also has transparency, so we'll take a look at that in a second. But, yep, looks totally fine to me. Nice and stylistic. And, again, we don't really need all these pictures. That's what we need to see. So, it says transparency, but that's the standard aim sight. So, I'm not... Oh, it might be stockless. Okay, all right, yeah. If you're going to mention stockless, just type in stockless, not transparency. When I see transparency, I'm assuming it's a transparent aim sight, and I'm lit down and I'm sad. Anyway, algorithm, you didn't do anything wrong. It's a perfectly fine, stylish, colourful looking design. Could we see more of the Mutagen collection? Well, actually, could we see actually being accepted? We haven't seen one yet. But anyway, he's building up a new collection. Let's see if it works out nicely. Best of luck. Poison AK-47. This does have a stocks, and I believe we have a second. There you go. No stock. There you go. There. Right. Lies and Cobra has produced this right here. An interesting design. A bit of a snake skeleton there. Oh, yes. Quite scary. So during the day, it's like turquoisey, it seems. It looks like it's supposed to be metallic. Again, it's because they're in the environment of all the green and whatnot. So black and metallic, it seems. Looking pretty sweet. Looking pretty cool. Yeah. If you're a fan of this, feel free to comment below. And where is the aim sight? Thank you very much. Is that a standard aim sight? It looks like it is. Yep, standard aim sight. And over to here, this is a no stock version. Does it have transparency? Yep, it's still the same. So yeah, just stockless. Well, best of luck to you too. Let's see if it works out nicely. You do have competition though. We're going to be here for a while. Yeah, this is going to probably be like an hour and a half. Oh no. Sorry, but there's so many skins. So yes, Petrol Rush AK-47, produced by Yotka and Lancy. It's an interesting looking, colourful design. We've had lots of colourful AKs though. Well, it's also looking interesting. Shut up. Anyway, standard aim sight. Looks pretty sweet. And best of luck to you too. Over to here, we have a green infected stream transparent AK-47. It's looking very nice. Produced by Rape. Rust, I can't pronounce that. And Fisting too. Yes, it's a green AK. It's a pretty interesting style. It's what? Oh, it's like the... Oh my, yeah, no, that's not going to be very good for your skin. So the goggles, they do nothing. Where's the aim sight? Aim sight. Depression. Oh no, I think we already saw it. Yeah, so standard sight. Okay, fair enough. Best of luck to you too. Free. Now on the L96s. Anafen has produced the Eye of Horus L96. Showed it off in my preview video. Didn't get a massive, like, huge look at it, but it does stand out very nicely. Interesting turquoise coloration with some gold and some light brown. That stands out very nice. So yes, we are expecting another L96 to be accepted in the next Rust store. Could this be the one? Best of luck to NFN. There is competition though. Code Red L96. Also had it on my weapon rack when I did the special preview. Oh, we got a video. Oh, I can chill out for a second. All right. You can watch in 2K. I'm going to have a drink. I swear it's water. To be honest with you, we probably had a video earlier and I didn't notice. Typical Hedge. So yeah, that's looking pretty sweet. No complaints there. Best of luck to Mr. Cryo. I think a lot of people greatly appreciate that. The red, the white, it looks pretty cool. Have you made another skin like this before? Yeah, he made the AK. I thought it looked familiar. Right then, keep up the good work. Could that be the one? Best of luck, best of luck. Lethal Fluff. It's an L. Oh, okay, that's cute. Lethal Fluff L96. You know, you could just call it like an L96. Nobody would be upset with that. Nobody would be upset with that. You don't have to be all like dramatic with it. It's a Lethal Fluff monster thing. I do like the eyeballs here and here with the beak there. That's a nice touch. Anyway, best of luck to Mr. Sill. Let's see if that works out nicely. Best of luck. Wrath of Gold L96, 2 versions. We have version 1 and version 2. So, yep, over to here. All nice and gold with a bit of blue. Yep, looking pretty sweet. Yep, perfectly fine there. He made himself invisible. So, yeah, that's a perfectly fine looking design. This has a little bit of red touch to it as well. So, yep, you get little bits of red. You can see it up close, right? Yep. There we go. Yep, perfect. Okay, cool. So, yeah, do you like it? Feel free to comment below. Best of luck to Cassette and the Spectro. Let's see if that works out nicely. And then we have the Brutal L96. So this is all metallic, if I can recall. Yep, metallic and black. An interesting sleek design. Yes. Feel free to comment below if you happen to like it. Let's see if that works out nicely. Best of luck to 9K. Now over to here with the Golden Kitsune L96, produced by Ariat and Moloko. So I had to adjust. Oh, I feel horrible all of a second. So yep, this is very interesting brown and gold design. Look at all the carved in. Okay, what am I looking at here? Is that like a snake? Is it like a bear? Looks like the spirit of a bear, and it looks like this is a bird or something. If they have the art down here, I can't see it. That's my own problem. I'm sorry about that, but yes, it looks like a very nice and stylish L96. I can see you put a lot of work into that, so props to you. So best of luck to you too. Let's see if that works out nicely. Kitsune art fox and oh, that's a fox. Whoops. It's Kitsune. Sorry. Zebra. We have a Zebra L96. So yeah, this has got an interesting purple, black and white design. You might recall the Zebra Thompson, and I don't remember much else. So let's go quickly remind myself. There's only one Zebra collection, Hedge. It's not like we have tons of these. So yes, we had the LR300, then the AK-47, then the MP5, and then we have the Zebra Thompson. Only one of these skins is doing quite alright. But I'd have thought you're going to sit there and say, what happens if we see the L96? Well, what do you reckon? It's a weapon-only collection. Thompson independently is doing pretty sweet, but down by half and more. So unfortunately, yeah, it doesn't seem to be very in demand. But this right here does, it looks pretty cool. I think a lot of people would like this. So Firefly, Anetta, it's in your hands. And to be honest with you, why not do a handmade LMG? It's an incredibly distinct design. I don't think anybody else could do that colour scheme or anything. So yeah, it's in your hands. It's up to you. So do we have like a nice aim down? Not really. But yeah, it's all purple. So probably quite a lot of people appreciate that. Best of luck to you two. But I don't think this is going to cause the other skins to spike and price that much. So okay, fair enough. Bismuth. Oh, hang on a minute. Right. The Bismuth, the Neon Bismuth collection. Well, I can't. What is it now? Because you do Neon Bismuth, and you also had the Bismuth Sheep in the Door, which was like a year before or so. Anyway, if I were to type in Bismuth, what do I see? Is it going to just bring up Neon Bismuth? Yeah, let's just look for this. There you go. I'm not sure if a weapon's going to change anything. These are already doing lovely, and the Sheep in the Door, whilst it dropped off, it'll recover. You are still technically by yourself. Technically. Anyway, I'm not sure if these are going to spike them on. They're already doing good. I don't think this is going to be a thing to jump into. But then again, if you like them, by all means buy them and appreciate them. But in terms of the L96, it's looking very nice. I showed it off in my special preview video. I made sure to move around so you could get like a good look at it with a light on it. Oh yeah, sunlight on that looks very pretty. So yeah, I think we're looking forward to a Bismuth Weapon Collection subsidiary set. So alright, I'm looking forward to it. Best of luck to Wildcat. I don't think it's going to cause the other skins to go crazy there. They're already crazy. And then over to here, handmade LMGs. So, Cold Hunter Collection has returned. Very nice. Showed it off in my special preview video. Now, over to here, we also have a cut aim sight version as well, the transparent aim sight. Where's the picture? Oh, there we go. So, all of these skins have like varying degrees of like transparency on their aim sights. So, as you can see here, you got like that little bit in the way. And over to here, they've removed it. Now, on some of the other skins, they've completely removed this paneling. They've even removed some of the sides. So, yeah, all varying degrees of different style. But let's remind you of the Cold Hunter Collection. Quite a lot of skins have been produced, but how many of them have been accepted? Well, quite a lot. Weapon-only collection has been appreciated because it's been, well, this has been around since 2018. In the past, we didn't have tons of weapon-only collections, but now, well, we do have quite a lot of them. But this is one of the OG designs. We haven't seen a skin being accepted in all of 2025. Well, to be honest with you, I wouldn't be surprised if this goes. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if this is going to be accepted. I think they'll probably be accepting this one. We can't go with we cannot go for a whole year without a Cold Hunter skin being accepted. Impossible. MTE, we cannot allow this not to happen. So yeah, we'll see what happens. But anyway, I don't expect any of these to spike in price that much. You might recall all of these weapons from like a year ago and 2 years ago. When they came out, nothing changed. When these came out, nothing changed. You're looking pretty good. Anyway, I'm not sure if this is going to hold up lovely. Again, we have to wait and see how things turn out with the No Mercy handmade LMG. Over 30,000 subscribers, it's quite a lot. Is it actually going to hold its $3 price? That's a discussion for when we do the abnormal barders, of course. So, again, Wednesday night, about 9 PM London time, I'll be on stream. We'll discuss the prices. You get the idea. So, cool. So, yeah, interesting. I would prefer this one, though. So, by all means, comment below if you like what you see, and let's move on. Popstar M249. Uh-oh. We should have done you first. All right. We'll just bunch you in. It doesn't matter. Popstar M249. So, get a good look at that. So, we actually have only 2 designs this week. Wow. All right, then, well, fair enough. Popstar M249. An interesting, colourful design. It's another anime girl skin. So, Popstar Collection. To be honest with you, I wouldn't say no to this. I think a lot of people would say yes. I've clicked the wrong thing. Whoopsie. There you go. Garage doors are laid down by 5%. Popstar is now improving with the Thompson as well. Said that weirdly. I would expect the AK-47 to improve a bit as well. Like, when we saw one of these weapon skins being accepted after the AK and the LR300 and whatnot, we did notice spikes in price. This is one of those instances where if we do see a weapon skin being accepted, I would imagine this will go up, this will go up, but you're an LR300, nobody loves you, die. Anyway, so it's the LR300's fault. Yeah, I think the M249 would be appreciated and would be welcomed ever so nicely. So, if you'd like to shoot anime-themed bullets at people from afar, perhaps this is the skin for you. And it looks like the skin creator is also trying to add more to it. Oh, I can't see the picture there. Where can we get a good angle of like the extra drawings? Because you know, like they did that drawing and they've kind of put it in everything. Looks like on the magazine they've added more, so maybe we could see some more interesting, different designs. There you go. So yeah, we'll see. Best of luck to RR3. And then we have the Temple handmade LMG. Only 2 handmade LMGs submitted this week. Last week only 3, 2. It was 2, and the week before that it was like 10. When we had bed skins being skinnable, we saw tons upon tons upon tons. This week we saw quite a lot as well. I guess the handmade LMG is pretty rough to make skins for. Anyway, Temple Collection. So of course we saw the hoodie and pants being submitted. Mr. Kosam has decided to dabble into weapons. I wouldn't say no. Temple Collection, how you holding up? Obviously we saw the tier 3. We had high hopes for it. I still have high hopes for it. It's just, yeah, we really hope to see like any clothing and armour. Does it need it though to stay up? Not really, but it would be nice. Tier 2, pretty please. Anyway. So, yep, that's looking fine. Well, then, you're fine. Would a weapon really change anything, though? I don't think so. Maybe it might still give it a bit of a boost. It's mainly the tier 3. I have about like 100 pieces each. In fact, I've actually lost count. But I know I've got a lot because I bought a bunch of buy orders. But I'm fine with that. As time goes on, independently, this will still hold up very nicely. But please, face punch. Will you accept, please? Anyway, we'll leave it at that. So, okay, it is what it is. But yeah, I think it'd sell quite a lot regardless. Transparent aim sight or not, let's find out. And yep, standard sight. So that's looking pretty sweet. Best of luck to Mr. Kosam. And that just so happens to be the final weapon/tool skin of this video. So I ask you, out of all these skins, which one has stood out to you the most? Which one do you think has a genuine good chance of potentially being accepted in an upcoming Rust store? And now, let's try and get through all of the clothing armour fairly quickly, because this is going on long. But I'm sure you understand this did have a lot of skins to take a look at, so yeah. Right then. Clothing and armour, away we go. Peasant, burlap shirt and pants. That does look pretty cool. The straw, that's cool. I think a lot of people greatly appreciate that. What do you reckon? I like it. Best of luck to you, VHS tonight. That looks awesome. So, yeah, best of luck. Now over to here. VIP worker burlap shirt and pants produced by Kavahu. Get a good look at that. Interesting sort of design. You know what? I think people appreciate that as well. That looks great for like NPC sort of clothing. So maybe some roleplay servers would appreciate it. Best of luck to you, Kavahu. Let's see if it works out nicely. But over to here. We have cargo, heli, bandana, and poncho. So, of course, transparency. Yes. So, in the past, we saw tier 2. Was the hoodie and pants. Was the tier 3. Poncho and Bandana, yay! So the tier 2 isn't doing too bad, if I can recall. Let's go take a look at you. So recently we did see the bit skin. Oh my, you sold a little bit too much. Oh, you're struggling. In fact, most of the skins here aren't doing very well, unfortunately. But the coffee can's doing alright. The kilt, not so much. So if you're going to ask me, alright then. Could we see that tier 2 spike demand, spike in price if you were to see the bandana and the poncho? To be honest with you, I think we could see it rise up a little bit. I wouldn't imagine it would hold up for long though. It wouldn't surprise me if it drops off pretty quickly. So, okay, fair enough. I mean, to be honest with you, I wouldn't say no to the boots and gloves. That'd definitely have more of an impact on the tier 2, but none of the skins that were submitted last week were accepted in a recent Rust store. No early picks. So who knows what we see with the next Rust store. So, yeah, okay, fair enough. But, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Looks fine to me. I've got no issue. I've got no problem. But, yeah, we've got to leave it for a bit, haven't we? So, yeah. Right, moving on. We have a pretty cool looking jacket. I showed this off in the preview video. I wore it with a certain hoodie and pants, which we're about to see in a second. It does stand out. It's another Warhammer theme skin. So, what do you reckon? Do you like? Feel free to comment below. Best of luck to you, Mr. Demon. It does stand out and look very nice. Right then. That's a jacket, by the way, in the shape of a cape. Hoodie and pants, so where we go. Lots of options, but one is a collection continuation, and I'm pretty sure you know exactly what it is. When you see it for yourself, you're going to scream. Right. Draconic Onslaught hoodie. So, an interesting sort of scaly design. I was going to say metallic, but no. It's all organic. It's a dragon scale design. Oh, yes. Very nice. Very exquisite. So, if you like that, feel free to comment below. Or perhaps you're not much of a fan of it. No worries. We have two versions. Wow. So, this one's like more brown and orange, it seems. Looking pretty sweet. Yep. Somewhat reddish as well. So, if you're a fan of that, by all means, consider showing support there as well. Best of luck to Mr. Multi-Art Hat Boris and Mr. Damned In. Let's see if that works out nicely. Over to here. I will point this out. We have seen quite a lot of white clothing recently. And this continues it. Polar. P-O-L-A-R. Hoodie and pants with some transparency in a... Well, you mentioned its camo as well. You don't have to mention its camo. So, yep, a perfectly fine white hoodie and pants. It should blend in ever so nicely in the snow biome. So, could that be the one? We don't know, but, well, best of luck to Mr. MA1 and Mr. Soloho. Let's see if that works out. Now over to here with the Cold Peak hoodie and pants. Yes, we have more and more and more white clothing. We love it. So, yes, I'm not upset if this gets accepted. You know, lots of people are going to jump onto it. So, anyway. Interesting white hoodie and pants produced by Mr. Kit. Could that be the one? Well, we'll have to wait and see. Best of luck to you, Mr. Kit. Over to here, Delta hoodie and pants. Where's all this white clothing come from? I mean, should we complain? I don't think so, but yes. Ted, Pigeon, another interesting piece of clothing. Could that potentially be accepted? We shall see, we shall see. So, out of all these skins so far, feel free to comment below which one's your favourite, because we do have some more to showcase, oh yes. I'm talking about the Sport hoodie and pants. Wow. Yeah, it's a tracksuit. To be honest with you, it does look pretty cool. Mr. Slivky, you've done a pretty good job there. I do like it. I like it. It's pretty cool. Best of luck to you. Oh, is that all the hoodie and pants for this week? Maybe. No. Thundergold has appeared. Yes, we have two versions of Thundergold. This is a collection continuation. It is the final core piece that people have been itching for. So, Mr. Micro and Mr. Morphus have returned with a version 4. And there's two different versions. We have a gold streak on the front and we have a white streak on the front. They made considerations. They wanted to do a different approach. They've done so. And they weren't sure which one they wanted to go for. So you can decide. Vote for which one you prefer. Do you prefer a gold streak, streaking along? Or do you prefer a white streak? So yeah, just get a quick look at all the pictures. Very nice, very nice. Now you know for a fact 100% if this were to be accepted, the Thundergold skins are going to spike in price. Or ever so nice. What do you mean, Hedge? Well, you know how we have whiteout collection? Yeah. We don't really have that many options in terms of different white options. You do have comics, but that's incomplete. You have Thundergold, but that's incomplete. We needed hoodie and pants for a very long time. Many instances of hoodie and pants have been submitted, but, well, have we seen Thundergold hoodie and pants been accepted yet? No. So, let's go take a look at Thundergold right now. Thundergold. How are you holding that? That's a lot of green. So, not everybody can afford whiteout. They look for other options. And independently, Thundergold has been doing very well for itself as of recent. Take, for example, you know the whiteout coffee can? That was pushing up to $40+ the past summer. In fact, wasn't it like 50? Anyway, this is $9. It was cheaper, but people had to look for other options. And well, there you go. That's been rising up in prices ever so nicely. And as we go, well, as we get closer and closer to January time, post-Christmas time, don't you think this will be rising up ever so nicely regardless? Yeah, yeah. Now look at the sales history. When was this? Oh, the summer. Interesting. Very interesting. If the white-out coffee can got very expensive, people look for other options. But let me tell you, if we see that hoodie and pants, oh, it's going to spike a price ever so high like that again, once again. Oh, yes, oh, yes, oh, yes. I fully expect it. So, do you think it's now the time that we see it happen? Because this is the 4th attempt. Nothing wrong with what the skin creators did. They tried. They did try. Now, could it actually be the time? Okay. Let's just put a little bit of effort into showcasing the white streak version as well. So, yep. The streak is now all white on the front. An interesting approach. Do you happen to like Thundergold? Feel free to comment below. And are you feeling confident this is the time? Also, which one do you prefer? Gold streak or white streak? Feel free to comment below. But yes, if this is accepted, I think we'd be very, very happy. Like, you know, we wouldn't be so upset that Face Punch didn't accept Temple Tier 2 hoodie and pants. This will keep us happy. Face Punch, pretty please. Pretty please. Come on now, do it. Because in terms of white hoodies and pants, we just don't really have the options. So, yeah, that would be nice. Please. All right, okay, so that would probably be like the most insane thing to be picked this week. Maybe the sheet door transparency as well, the UFO door, but more investment towards this, yeah. Just to remind you as well, that did about 20,000 subscribers. The Tier 3 did about 21,000 subscribers. The Boots and Gloves only did about like 17 to 19,000 subscribers. Yeah, I think people would go pretty well for this. I think, well, the hoodie and pants very likely would sell quite a lot, like a lot more than this. I wouldn't be surprised. But all of that should be spiking. So, Hedge, you've been talking about this far too long. I know, it's good. No, I like it. That would be a huge, massive gain, though, like a huge, massive profit. So, we'll see what happens next. Tier 2 and some Tier 3, and that's it. So, Black Marshall Tier 2, looking there so nice and interesting. That actually looks quite nice. Is this another Warhammer skin? I'm not sure. Feel free to comment below. Does it reference Warhammer? Stylish military commander. I mean, it's not like telling me straight up, but it does look cool. So, yep, that looks nice. If you're a fan of that, consider showing support. Best of luck to LJ, D, and Shadow. Now over to here with the Darkness Tier 3, produced by 1RJ34633. I showed this off in the special preview video, which would have been for my stream, but I wasn't feeling very well, so... But yep, it's an interesting black and metallic approach. If you're a fan of that, consider showing support, and best of luck to those two. Yep. And then over to here. Did you ever wake up one day and thought, you know what, I need to be a teddy bear? I want to be a teddy bear. Well, wouldn't you just be a furry? Anyway, so yeah, it's a plushie, Tier 3. MCQ, you're supplying it. But yep, that's a perfectly fine looking approach. A lovely, cute, cuddly teddy. So, that is it. That's the last of the clothing and the armour. So, out of all these skins, which one do you think has a very good chance of potentially being accepted? Feel free to comment below. What are you looking forward to the most? Feel free to comment below. And yeah, we'll see what becomes of that. And of course, with all the skins today, feel free to pick out like 3 to 5 that you're really looking forward to the possibility of being accepted. Oh, that went on for an hour and 23 minutes. That's not too bad by normal standards. 120 skins. All right, chill out, relax. Some people will complain. I know they will. I can't do anything about that, can I? Do you think you could do any faster? And still talk about like the potential of investments and whatnot? Shut up. Anyway, micro522.com, away we go. What's currently on top? Let's find out. Sinotype Drop Box is on top with a score of 64.8. UFO Abduction SMD second with a score of 62.8. Very close there. But then you look like the upvote to downvote ratio. SMD is doing better. Temple HMLMG is third. Farmborn Garage Door, the Shedmon Garage Door, is doing pretty nice. Polo Hoodie doing very nice. I'm not sure if was Thundergold submitted before? No, it was one of the later submissions, wasn't it? Yeah. Give it time. I wouldn't be surprised if Thundergold eclipsed the other white skins. There's more investment into it. That's the main thing. So yeah, it's got a score of 58.2. Looking very cool. Right then. So that's everything that needs to be said. Let's just quickly keep you up to date in regards to what's happening. So over to here. Player count's looking pretty sweet. Yep, not too bad. Not going to complain about that. Have you been keeping an eye on the commits? More things are being mentioned. So hack week things and whatnot. Interesting. Is anything new potentially being incorporated? Well, ice sculptures. They were supposed to be a last year Christmas thing, but they were broken. They caused issues, so they removed them. Looks like they've been fixed now, and it looks like they're going to be ready for Christmas 2025. So, okay, cool. Not going to complain about that. Brand new items on the way. I'm sure people will be very pleased. Hackwick Ball Pit. What? What? A ball pit in rust? I dare you to try your best in saying how that could be a bad thing. All right, fair enough. Yeah, I didn't want to keep my clan with me the whole time. I had to go drop them off. And I'm sure the place could babysit them. The ball pit will babysit them for an hour. So anyway, the M92, its textures were refreshed and updated. Interesting. Very, very interesting. So yeah, could that be a brand new Skinnable? We'll have to wait and see. That's it. That's a wrap. So, in terms of brand new Skinnables, next month, tactical gloves. After that, we still do not know, okay? And of course, recently, they did ask about brand new deployable Skinnables. Let's quickly switch back over to here. Do I have the tweet? No, but if I scroll down, I'll be able to find it. Scroll. There you go. I have made a video about this already, but I'm not sure when I'm going to upload it because I'm going away this weekend. I'm going to go see my family. We'll see how it goes. But yes. We have some pretty interesting things being mentioned here, but I'm mainly under the impression Face Punch is more like they're kind of asking you, what would you like to see be a brand new DLC? I'm kind of getting that feeling. Like with the embrasures and all that, like I get the feeling they'll probably do like, well, they'll probably implement that into like the building skins. But I think like for some of these things, they're kind of asking you, hey, wouldn't it be cool if we could make like the chain link fence different? Oh, yeah, that'd be awesome. $10, please. Would surprise me, but hey, we'll see. So, yeah, consider giving this a good look yourself. I'll link this in the description right now. And take part. You might win a brand new building skin. Yes. So, okay, cool. That's a wrap. Sorry with it going long, but the amount of skins this week and the collection continuations, ridiculous. And do not forget, tomorrow I'll be yapping about all the skins, the abnormals. I'm sure you get the idea. Interesting sales, but will these prices actually hold up? We'll see. Okay, that's it. That's it. Thank you very much for watching me. I greatly appreciate it. Best of luck with you and your investments. Keep an eye out for the Christmas skins. If you haven't invested, might be too late. But if you're looking to get like a batch of Christmas skins to have a lovely Christmas base and whatnot, you would probably want to look at buying the skins now before it's too late. The closer we get to December, the higher the prices are expected to go. So. You've been warned. Right, catch you later. Say goodbye.